Hey gamers, if you like Cascadia but you want to try it roll and write style, then you want to check out Cascadia Rolling Rivers. Let's take a look at how this game plays. In this game, each round, players are going to roll the common dice here that everybody will share and their own 2 personal dice. Then players will select if they are going to be doing any of the dice actions, which can help them change, manipulate the dice, or potentially take more animals of what's rolled. Then players will actually collect wildlife. They'll take all of one type, and that might also change depending on what one of these dice rolls. They'll be able to take extra things as well. Then players can decide if they're going to complete a habitat card. They'll be marking how many of each type of animal they have on their little sheet here, and if they want to complete one of those cards, then they will mark off those, subtract them from their totals, and write their new total in as well. When they do that, when they're using this map that I have shown here, which is just the first map, they'll mark off the number in the appropriate type of habitat that they have there. On other maps, they might have to circle different areas or cross things off as they go along, depending on what type of map that they're playing with. If the habitat has a discount, they'll be able to apply that ahead of time, or if it has a completion card underneath, they'll be able to gain that bonus after they've paid for the habitat and collected all the necessary things on their board. Players can also score bonus points on this map when they fill out 2 and 4 of any of the habitats. They'll get some bonuses. If they fill out rows, they'll get some bonuses. There's some bonuses down here as well that they can collect as they fill those out. The game will play over 20 rounds, then all of these will shift at the end of each round so that new habitats are coming out that players can complete. And then at the end of the game, players will just tally their scores, and the player with the most points wins. Overall, I thought this was a good roll and write. It had very smooth gameplay of just rolling the dice every round, collecting the things on your little sheet, and then marking off habitats as you get them and marking off the different number of animals as you have to subtract them. I liked that there were 4 different maps. All of them felt a little bit different, and I really liked how it kind of got a little bit more difficult with each of the maps. The first one is definitely the easiest, and they just have different mechanisms that kind of just change the gameplay, which is really nice. It did feel like Cascadia, which makes sense. It is a Cascadia titled game, but obviously also a little bit different because you are doing the roll and write mechanism instead of laying out your tiles. It was definitely different because you didn't have to make, groups of the different types of habitats like you do in Cascadia. So there's definitely that difference there, but it definitely sat close to that. There was definitely familiarity there, which was nice if you're somebody who's already played Cascadia. For me, I would rather play Cascadia. I think that that is the better game. I think that I just kind of enjoy those mechanisms more, kind of enjoy the flow of that game a little bit more. But if you're looking for a roll and write game, if you prefer roll and writes to the tile laying, this is definitely a solid roll and write game. But you can check out my full thoughts on the blog today to decide if this one's for you.